Now, what about looking into August?
Yeah, so everyone's wondering, is this profuse heat going to linger all the way through the start of the school year? Well, I took a closer look at the data here. Check it out. We've had lots of sunshine here at the end of July, but you might be wondering, what does our report card look like? Let's check conditions out. In both Beckley and Bluefield, temperatures balanced out near average. We had our cool days, but we also had our hot days, and that balanced out very nicely. Lewisburg was warmer than average, so that was the exception to the rule across the Greenbrier Valley. Our rainfall was above average in all three cities. It was a wet month. You had to mow your grass quite a bit, and we had a couple of instances of flash flooding. The mercury is skyrocketing here during the middle part of the week. Is that going to be the trend going into August? Well, here are the biggest pattern signals for the month of August, folks. We are looking at rainfall anomalies with a negative East Pacific Oscillation and a negative Pacific North America oscillations. Those are the two major teleconnections that we see for the month of August. Now, we typically see more rain than average with both of these signals. You can see that across the Mid-Atlantic. So we do expect that our rainy pattern that we had in July will carry on through the month of August. So as we break down your August rainfall forecast for the entire region, what we are expecting is above average rain. That means likely more than 3.1 to 3.68 inches. Why was I so specific with these numbers? Those numbers represent averages across our region, all the way from Beckley to the Greenbrier Valley, south into Bluefield. Now, when we look at our temperature assessment for the month of August, we do expect warmer than average temperatures, the hottest days being the middle part of the month, because we get a nice cool down in the beginning part of the month, and then once we get into the middle of the month, we are expecting some warmer and slightly drier conditions before we end with some cooler weather. Now, we are probably going to have very hot days, but likely not exceeding the heat that we have here late this week in the month of July, heading in through the weekend here, this final weekend in July. So you can expect to be probably dishing out a little bit more money than normal for your air conditioner costs, but overall, we are not looking for a record-breaking August in terms of heat, but we will have that influx of heat during the middle part of the month that will allow the entire month to be warmer than average here across southern West Virginia. Of course, stay with your Storm Watch for weather forecast as we detail things going forward. Now, for the rest of the country, we do expect drought and heat in the plains and the southwest to continue. Typically in Phoenix typically gets most of its rain late July into September because of the monsoon pattern. We are going to see a drought develop there. So very little in the way of rain, high wildfire potential in the northwest, and hot and cooler spells in the mid-Atlantic and northeast. Those will balance out for much of our region all the way to the northeast U.S. So that is the latest with our August outlook. Stay with us as we have more news after this break.